I pretty youth, let me be better acquainted with thee.
They say you are of a melancholy fellow.
Oh, well, I have neither the scholar's melancholy, which is emulation, nor the musician's, which is fantastical, nor the courtier's, which is proud, nor the soldier's, which is ambitious, nor the lawyer's, which is politic, nor the lady's, which is nice, nor the lover's, which is all of these. But it is a melancholy of mine own, compounded of many simples extracted from many objects, and indeed the sundry's contemplation of my travels, in which my often rumination wraps me a most humorous sadness.
A traveller? Oh, by my faith! You have great reason to be sad. I fear you have sold all your own lands to see other men's. Then to have seen much, and to have nothing, is to have rich eyes and poor hands.
Yes, I have gained my experience.
Oh, and your experience makes you sad. I had rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad. And to travel for it too.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
Oh. Nay then, God be with you, and you talk in blank verse.
Farewell, Monsieur Traveller. Why? How now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover. Ha! And you serve me such another trick, never come in my sight again.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love. He that will divide a minute into 1,000 parts and break but one part of that 1,000th part of a minute in the affairs of love, it may be said of him that Cupid had clapped him over the shoulder, but ill warrant him heart whole.
Forgive me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy, come no more in my sight. I had as a leaf be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail, for though he comes slowly, he carries his house in his head, a better jointure than you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, horns.
Virtue is no hornmaker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
When I am your Rosalind, come, woo me, for now I am in a holiday humour and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very, very Rosalind?
I would kiss before I spoke.
Oh, nay! You had better speak first. Oh, Orlando, very good orators, when they are out, they will spit, and for lovers lacking matter, the cleanliest shift is to kiss.
Who could be out, being before his beloved mistress?
Oh, Mary, that should you if I were your mistress. Am I not your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say that you are, for I would be talking of her.
Well, in her person I'll say, I will not have you.
Then in mine own person, I die!
Oh, nay, fate, die by attorney. This poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there was not a man died in his own person, videlicet in a love cause. Yeah, men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I fear her frown might kill me.
By this hand, it will not kill a fly. But come, I will be your Rosalind now, in a more coming on disposition, and ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, fate, will I, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Why then? Can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. What do you say, sister?
Pray thee, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
Oh, you must begin. Will you, Orlando?
Go to... Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Why now, as soon as she may marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. Now, tell me, how long would you have her after you have possessed her?
For ever and a day.
Oof. Oh, say a day without the ever. Ah, no, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, and December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
The wiser, the waywarder.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot let thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock I will be with thee again.
Aye. Go your ways. Go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. This but one castaway, and so, come death! 2 o'clock is your hour?
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my troth, and in good earnest, and so God mend me, and by all prithy oaths that are not dangerous, if you break one jot of your promise or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think of you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind. Therefore, beware, my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if there wert indeed my right Rosalind. So, adieu.
Adieu. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex in your love prat.
Oh, cuss, my pretty little cuss, that thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love. But it cannot be sounded. These affections had an unknown bottom, like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather bottomless.
I'll tell thee, Aliena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. Therefore, I'll go and find myself a shadow and sigh until he come.
And I'll sleep